Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. I welcome you all for the 858th meeting of the Chennai Toastmasters Club. The mission of Chennai Toastmasters Club is to provide a positive and supportive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater personal growth and self-confidence. Before moving into meeting, I would like to brief certain rules to be followed. Please make sure that your mobile phone in a silent mode. Take a moment and make sure that it is in a silent mode. And those who are attending the meeting online, please sit in a silent atmosphere for a better meeting experience. And when you speak, make sure that you are not not talking on the three topics, which is politics, sex, and religion. With this, I hand over the proceeding to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Lakshminarayana. Toastmaster Lakshminarayana is our current president. He is an electrical engineer by qualification and software engineer by profession. He is a very active Toastmaster, contributing to the growth of the many members. With this, I hand over the proceeding to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Lakshminarayana.
Thank you, Sir. Good evening, Toastmasters, guests, and my dear friends, all the people who be in the physical venue and all the people who connected through online. Welcome you all. So, with that, we just apologize for starting it a little late. With that, let me formally declare open the meeting number. The meeting number 858 of Chennai Toastmasters Club. So before starting our meeting, let's have a guest introduction. So we have one here, new guest here. May know, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Toastmaster.
Toastmaster?
Naren.
You're from which club?
I am from CSL.
CSL. Okay. Thank you so much. So, and we have a few guests connected through online as well. Let me start with Sweta. Sweta, can you introduce yourself?
Hi. I'm Shweta and I'm from Chennai, and this is my first time joining a Toastmasters club. I'm looking to improve my speaking skills, which is why I'm here.
Great. You're welcome. You please stay this meeting throughout until the end, so we'll get back to you for your feedback and session.
Okay, thank you.
And we have Madhu. Yeah, Madhu. We'll get back to you in another meeting. Thank you so much. Okay, now it's time. Before moving on to the meeting, let me invite our secretary, Toastmaster Satish Kumar, to read out this section. Yeah. Sorry for the interruptions.
Dear Toastmaster, dear guests, very good evening to all. I'm presenting the minutes of meeting held on 11th December 2022. The presiding officer of the club meeting was Lakshminarayana, and the PM was Srikant Krishna. The speaker was TM Naveen Rat. He delivered a good speech, and we had a panel discussion. The moderator was TM Namanda. The topic of the best movie, either commercial movie or in a reality movie in life. So both the team they have discussed well. Then we had a DT master TM Sarath. He also conducted the debate topic session level. The GE council appreciated the debate session and the debate topic session, and the appreciated new members and guests to take part in the debate topic and the debate session without any hesitations. The recommendations are meeting to be started on time. This time also we started with a little delay due to some technical glitches.
And then either the technical glitches. Last week also we had same problem, network issue. I hope next year in future meetings we will overcome the issue. And awards are best role players are TM Srikanth Krishna and best tech player timer TM Lakshmi Narayana. And best TT speaker TM Bilal Sarif. Thank you. Over to the sitting office.
Wonderful secretary report. And now it's time to start our meeting. To do that, we have our MC, our Toastmaster of the day, who's going to take us through this meeting, and he'll be leading us in the meeting. And today, our Toastmaster of the day is Toastmaster Lokesh. To give a few words about him, which I recently learned from. Toastmaster Lokesh is a seasoned Toastmaster that we know, and he is currently pursuing his PhD from IIT Mumbai. So I welcome Toastmaster Lokesh to take over the stage as Toastmaster of the day, and he is ready for a takeoff now. Over to you, Toastmaster Lokesh.
Thank you, Presiding Officer Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana. Good afternoon to dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. Do you know that a day is celebrated for the invention of one of the most fabulous transportation? Yes, on December 17th, United States of America celebrate the Wright Brothers Day, commemorating the invention of aircraft. Wright brothers, when I say these two people were the one who came up with this great invention called aircraft. But if you see the Wright brothers, Wilbur Wright and Orville Wright, they did not even have a formal education, but they came up with the invention of aircraft, which we all use nowadays. And also, these two people first started a bicycle company. And after a series of unsuccessful attempts, they finally invented an aircraft. They went through a lot of struggle for this invention. And on this fateful day, December 17th, they took off the first flight, and it just was lasting for 1 minute, just for 1 minute. And from that day onwards, the rest is history. We all now use aeroplanes for convenient travel, and it has become more popular nowadays. But the root of this was these two brothers were actually inspired by a toy which their father gifted them. From the inspiration of this toy, they wanted to build something like the toy, which was more like a helicopter. And now we see that we have the most greatest invention from the inspiration from a toy. To move forward, I would request any of the guests or a Toastmaster to share their most memorable flight journey. Could I request any of the guests or the senior Toastmaster to share their memorable flight experience?
Maybe I can share one experience, like it was happened in the year 2001. It was New Year, so I was boarding a flight in Chennai. They celebrating New Year. I was traveling to Boston. So I was all the way almost around 30 plus years, 30 plus hours. It was New Year for me. So the travel was like this. I was going ahead of the time each year, so towards the east. So that was the best experience because I had changed 2 flights. Even after 30 hours, I was still in the New Year. So I was celebrating a very lengthy New Year because of the travel. Maybe that is the first best experience I could say.
Thank you. Can a guest share an experience now? Could I request a guest? Someone from the physical or the online meeting, like a guest could share their experience.
Maybe we'll catch them during a table topic session.
Okay, fine. So I will, for the benefit of the guest, I will first tell you about how a Toastmasters meeting functions. We have 3 sections in a Toastmaster meeting. The first section is the prepared speech section, where Toastmaster give a prepared speech to the audience. The second session is the table topic session, where each participant is encouraged to talk on an impromptu topic given by the table topic master. The third section is the evaluation section, where seasoned Toastmasters give feedback to the prepared speeches given by the prepared speaker in the first section. Now with this, we require the support of the tag team. To introduce the tag team, I would request the general evaluator, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, to introduce himself and the tag team.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Lokesh. Good evening, Toastmasters guests. And not again that we have a new guest over here. So I will be the general evaluator for today's meeting. For the benefit of guests, let me explain what this role is about. The general evaluator is like a quality manager. So we need to evaluate the quality of each meeting. So every Sunday we meet between 4 to 6 p.m. and we need to know how this meeting is progressed, so that if there is anything good, we will continue to do it. If there is anything to be changed, we can change it so that we keep improving the quality, because quality is a continuous process. So, as a general evaluator, what I'll be doing is that we have a set of team. I'm not doing it all alone. So the set of team is, there's one set of team we call as tag team, which is a timer, a counter, and the evaluator. The second set of evaluators will be evaluating the prepared speeches. We are going to have 2 prepared speeches today, and we have each speaker is assigned one evaluator to it. So they will be evaluating the prepared speeches, and then they will give their evaluation at the third session of this meeting. So now I'll be introducing the evaluators later part of time. But now I'm going to introduce the tag team, the timer, operator, the variant, because they are going to be active from now on. So let me first introduce as part of tag team. Let me first call upon our timer. Our timer today is Toastmaster Anirudh. So Toastmaster Anirudh is a student, is currently pursuing this engineering and artificial intelligence from Chennai University, and he is our active Toastmaster. And I welcome Toastmaster Anirudh to come online and explain his role as a timer. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Am I audible and visible?
You are audible.
So good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. In any public speaking, when anyone goes out as a public speaking figure, timing is a very crucial aspect of the speech. You can be a wonderful orator. You can have really good information, but if you're speaking for too long, people start getting bored. And if you're speaking for too less, people will feel like you don't know much about the subject. So the amount of time you take to give any speech makes a very big difference. So today as timer, I'll be there to ensure that you cross the minimum speaking time. For prepared speeches, it's 5 minutes, and minimum speaking time is 5 minutes, and the maximum speaking time is 7 minutes. Please note that a buffer of 30 seconds will be given for each speaker. So when the prepared speaker reaches 5 minutes, I'll share a green flag. When he reaches 6 minutes, I'll show a yellow card, and finally at 7 minutes, I'll show a red card. Table topic speakers, please note the green card will be shown at 1 minute, yellow card will be shown at 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red card will be shown at 2 minutes. Thank you, and over to you, Lakshmi Narayana sir. At the end of later, I'll come over to give the tag report.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for explaining the role very clearly. So that is going to definitely benefit all the guests over here. Now it's time to introduce our up-counter. Today's up-counter is our Toastmaster Satish. Toastmaster Satish is a company secretary working in the solar systems, and is also current secretary of our CTM. I welcome Satish to explain his role as up-counter.
Thank you, sir. Once again, good evening, Toastmasters and chief guests. Today, my role is out-counter. The purpose of the out-counter is to note any overused words as well as terms used as a crutch by anyone who speaks during the meeting. Words may be inappropriate interjections such as and well, but, so, and sounds maybe I will submit my report when called upon by the General Assembly. Thank you. Over to the proceeding.
Thank you. And now I'm going to call upon the last person of the tag team, the grammarian. And today's grammarian is our current president of Toastmaster Karthik, who is working in Nissan right now. Toastmaster Karthik, please can you come online and explain your role as a grammarian?
Yeah, thank you, President Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana. So, as a grammarian, my duty is to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usages. I will take note of any misuse of the English languages, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, saying, or thoughts. And I will report when called upon for the general elevator. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana.
And Karthik, can you just introduce the word of the day? Okay. You can publish the word of the day through messages so that people can use this word of the day.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to all the tag team. And as I mentioned, I'll be introducing the evaluators for the third session of this meeting. So now I'm handing over the control back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Lokesh. Over to you, Toastmaster Lokesh.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayan. Moving forward, I'm going to share you my first flight experience when I was a kid. For everyone, the first experience is something very special. The first time I flied in a flight, it was a very, very out of the world experience. I remember very well in my 11th standard, I flight from Chennai to Mumbai, and that was the first flight experience I had. And on that day, Chennai Super Kings was playing with Mumbai Indians. And when I was going in the flight, I found a beautiful stadium which was dazzling. And seeing the city from that altitude is still etched in my memory. And I feel that the beauty of Chennai, I enjoyed it at a great height, and it was in my first flight journey. Having said this, let's move on to the first section of our Toastmaster meeting, which is the prepared speeches section. Our first speaker for today is Toastmaster Nagendra Baradi, and to give his speech details and objectives, I would request the evaluator Toastmaster Srikanth Kuttikrishnan to unmute himself and share the details.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. Good afternoon, everybody. This afternoon, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati has chosen the path Presentation Mastery, Level 3, Project 2. It's an optional project. Understanding your vocal variety is the title of the project, for which he is given 5 to 7 minutes for his presentation. The objective of Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati's speech this afternoon is to practice using vocal variety to enhance the speech. I repeat, to practice using vocal variety to enhance the speech. 5 to 7 minutes is given for this presentation. I wish Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati all the very best. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Srikanth. When I asked Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati to share his first flight experience, he said that he flight from Chennai to Mumbai and he experienced the quickness and the speed of flight travel. He said he just heard some instructions, had some snacks, and finally he landed up in Mumbai. He said he could feel the quickness of the journey. With this, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati, let it come, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. My dear Toastmasters and guests, I am ready to take off. You might have heard this song. Let it go, let it go. That was the feeling of happiness. That was the feeling of freedom experienced by the heroine of that movie, that Disney movie, Frozen, Part 1. as she was free from the worries that she might hurt anybody with her skill to create eyes through her fingers, right? Some of you would have seen that movie. That was a freedom of expression, freedom of feeling, that type of feeling of happiness and freedom. That was experienced by that heroine. But this hero, I experienced the feeling of courage by having another phrase. Let it come. Let it come. So what? Whatever it may be, let it come. That is my attitude since my childhood days. Let me share that experience with you. Many of my friends were having this exam fear. When the exam day comes, they immediately get into that exam fever. Oh, how I am going to do the exam? They actually fell ill on that day and they failed. But I had that let it come attitude. But let it come alone is not sufficient. It has to be coupled with some more traits. If we just have that let it come, it will come and go without anything happening. But along with that let it come attitude, I have that preparedness. I have prepared well for that exam. I attended the exam without any anxiety or without any fear. I just went there. I passed the exam with distinction. That is one example of my let it come attitude along with that preparedness. That was in school days and then college days. Then comes the job search. Some of you would have experienced this. After completing my degree, I was trying to get a job. Trying to get, nothing was coming. Many of my friends got vexed, but I didn't lose my hope. I just started studying so many other things, typewriting, shorthand, bookkeeping, accountancy. And my persistence to write exam over exam over exam. And at last, I got a suitable job. This let it come attitude, along with the preparedness and the persistence, made me to win the exam and I got a good job. Then comes this marriage. During my college days, I started loving a girl and I was ready for the marriage. But these crotty friends, they were always discouraging us. They came to me and told, it is very difficult, man. How are you going to manage the family life without earning even a single paise? No, don't do this now. Get a job and then marry. But I loved my wife, my would-be wife. I wanted to marry. Let it come. I was with that self-confidence and I got into that marriage. And it went well with the help of my parents and my parents-in-law supporting us. But sooner than that, I got that job, better job. That also came. I was very happy. It's all because of that let it come attitude. I enjoyed my life fully. Then comes the retirement. Yes. The same grotty friends again came into the picture, discouraging me to the maximum extent possible. Many of our friends are experts in this art, right? They started discouraging me saying that, hey, now you are retired. That's all. You have to go and sit in the corner of that house. Nobody is going to respect you. That's all. Your life is over. But I have that let it come attitude. Along with that let it come attitude, the take it easy policy was also there. I was working hard, writing, speaking in English and Tamil using Toastmasters forum and many Tamil literary forum. And they became very busy after that retirement. Busier than my college life or school life or my job life. Yes. It's all because of the let it come attitude. Let it go for happiness and freedom. Let it come for courage and confidence. I have identified my attitude. This attitude is deciding my altitude. Hope you have also found out your attitude. I am very eager to listen from you how your attitude helped you in your life. So let it also come through your speeches in future. Waiting for you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati. Let's move on to the second speaker for today, Toastmaster Palanisamy. To share Toastmasters Palanisamy's speech details and objectives, I would request the evaluator, Toastmaster Abhilash Suresh, to come forward and share the details.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. A very warm good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Toastmaster Palanisamy is presenting his level 2 project 1 for the part presentation mastery. This particular project regards to understanding his communication style. The purpose of this project is for him to learn about different communication styles and identify his communication style. The purpose of this particular speech is going to be for him to share the impact of his communication style on others. Time will be 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Palanisamy. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhilash. When I asked Toastmaster Palanisamy about his first flight experience, he said that he traveled from Chennai to Goa and he felt it was a smooth journey. But while traveling, the flight did not get permission to land in Goa due to heavy rain. And during that time, someone in the flight talked about a Mangalore flight accident. And for few minutes, the entire passengers got panicked when they heard a story which happened nearby. But fortunately, they landed down and had a good experience. With this, Toastmaster Palanisamy, speak to express. Speak to express, Toastmaster Palanisamy.
This is an important topic. Please listen carefully. No distraction allowed. This is a style of a direct communicator. Direct communicators prefer to get to the point quickly and that too with very few words. Direct communicator expect those who are dealing with them to come to the point, very specific, and they are demanding. When we are dealing with direct communicators, we have to be prepared with a clear information and provide details only when asked. Dear Toastmasters and dear guests, it's wonderful to meet you all on a Sunday evening. Good evening all. Thank you for being here to listen to my speech. This is a style of an initiative communicator. Initiative communicators listen, value the interacting with others, and they spend time on the initial phase of the meeting to socialize with people, and they will make the environment comfortable and friendly. Dear Toastmasters, good evening. I appreciate your presence to listen to my speech. I understand that this topic, understanding different communication style, is a complex topic as well as to try to certain extent. Be assured, I will make sure that it will be simple as possible. If you have any difficulty in understanding, please let me know, I will explain. If you have any questions, please ask. This is the style of a supportive communicator. Supportive communicator they like to be calm approach, calm and steady approach they prefer. They need to be assured again that things are fine. When we are dealing with the supportive communicators, we need to remind them that things are fine. We have to encourage them to express their views and encourage them to ask questions. Hi, everyone. Managers spend 50 to 80% of their time communicating with their teams. The performance of the team as well as the individual depends on the quality of the communication. 70 to 80% of the workplace accidents happens because of poor communication. Do you know 14% of the work time is wasted because of miscommunication? This is a style of an analytical communicator. Analytical communicators like fact and figures. When we are dealing with analytical communicators, we have to present the information in a structured manner and be prepared to answer their questions. So these are all 4 styles of communication. My preferred communication is primarily initiative and secondarily it is analytical. Let me share an experience. In 2020, when I was promoted as a regional manager in a multinational company, I started interacting with my colleagues to understand them, evaluate them. I had an interaction with one of my colleagues. This went like this. I asked him, "How are you?" He said, "Fine." I told him, "You are looking very smart. You are becoming very youthful." He got encouraged and started talking. I told him, "How you are reducing your weight so much?" He told me he is going to gym regularly. I asked him, "What time you are going to gym?" He told 5 p.m. Asked him again, "Are you going from office directly to the gym?" He said, "No, he's going to home, get refreshed, then going to gym." These are all the information I asked. So 5 p.m. he is reaching the gym. This is the specific information I wanted to get because I had doubt about this person's adhering to the work timing. So I started with the analytical mind, but followed an initiating approach to get all the information. Going from Ranipet to Vellore, which is 30 kilometers, then getting refreshed and going to the gym, it will take at least 1 hour. And he is reaching the gym by 5 p.m. and our working hours ends by 5:30. So can you imagine the kind of commitment this person is having? So when you are interacting with your colleagues or probably with someone, you might think that their preferred communication style is initiating. But please remember, they might have a two preferred communication styles. Probably it can be initiating as well as analytical. My experience also involved interacting with the direct communicators. But when you are interacting with the direct communicators, you must be very clear. Not just they are direct in communication, but all the time direct communicators not encouraging the other person to be a direct communicator. Just we have to be aware of this. Because a direct communicator, they are clear in what they are saying, but you cannot say a direct reply to them. And no reply, definitely no for a direct communicator. You have to be an analytical communicator to present the facts and figures. Then you can counter, otherwise it is dangerous, risky. So I do face situations handling people with the direct communication. Sometimes I express direct communication, but I need to improve on this. Because in certain situations, I was not direct in communicating with others. I wanted to say no, but unfortunately, I did not say no, and I continued with certain situations and people. Continuing with such people created unpleasant experience to me. So understanding different communication styles, understanding our preferred communication style, and adapting to the different situations with the different communication styles will help us to have a better relationship professionally as well as personally. Thank you for listening. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Thierry.
Thank you, Toastmaster Palanisamy. Now, before we move on to the next segment, I would request anyone to unmute themselves. I will ask you a question. Which scientific invention has been the most exciting to you and why? Could someone unmute and answer this? Or someone in the physical meeting can also share their answer here.
Electricity.
Electricity. Who's that?
Yeah.
On physics.
Myself.
Okay. Why do you find electricity to be a very interesting, exciting scientific invention?
I believe the next to invention of field, I think electricity is one of the greatest inventions. So everything moves on, right? Being electronic uses water, it starts from electricity. So that I believe that's one of the wonderful invention.
Okay, thank you. So let's now move on to the second segment of a Toastmaster meeting, the table topic session. And to this, I would request the table topic master, Toastmaster Naveen Raj, to take the stage here. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Lokesh, for the warm welcome. And for the benefit of the guests, table topics enables a member to develop the skills of impromptu speaking. Table topics helps train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. You can think of the table topic speech as a mini speech with an opening, body, and a conclusion. This also provides a speaking opportunity for any member who is not on duty in the meeting agenda. Guests also participate if they wish. For each speaker is required to speak minimum of 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes. So the timer will show the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, to the red card at 2 minutes. So you need to wrap up your speech within 2 minutes 30 seconds. Okay. And the first, I have Toastmaster Nanda. Yeah. Thank you, table topic master. English, who needs that? I am never going to England. Over to you, Toastmaster Nanda.
Thank you, table topic master. So when we are studying in my school, my most favorite language is not English, it is Tamil. Because that is a language I love a lot, very much. That language actually allows me to connect with people much more easily. Because people who are around me naturally speak Tamil. So I love to read a lot about Tamil, read a lot of Tamil newspapers, literature, all that. My first passion is Tamil. But then over time I realized that you can speak in Tamil, you can live in Tamil, but you can have a great sense of knowledge of Tamil. But what about your career? How do you build a career? Because after a point, the language Tamil restricts you in your career. Either you have to become a Tamil professor or a Tamil literature and go to some university and teaching Tamil. Otherwise, you have no future in your career. That is when I started to focus more on English language. How to communicate well in English, how to write in English, how to express your thoughts very well in English. That is a small transition I had probably around 8th standard. I started focusing more on English papers. I started reading Hindu, Indian Express, all that stuff. Before that, I would only read Rajanji, Amadam, Anand Vigadan, those kind of books. I would those books in English literature, Tamil literature. But then after 8th standard, I focused on English and slowly developed my ability to speak English, communicate in English, write in English, all that stuff. Because I realized that once I want to develop somebody in my life and career, English is the tipping point. Because when you go higher education, everything is in English, engineering is in English, medicine is in English, all that stuff. But now people are like trying to do that in Tamil. For those days, I'm just telling 15 years back, English is the only language which helps you to grow in India. So I think you cannot say that whoever speaks English, because English is what makes everyone, especially me. So I think learning English language, mastering English language, ability to stand before people and communicate your thoughts powerfully in English language is the only one thing which will assure success in your life in today's multicultural, multi-diverse, and multi-lateral world. So I would say that English is most important, even though you don't love it, you have to learn and live with it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nanda. That was a wonderful welcome. And Toastmaster Bilal, would you like to take a topic?
Yeah, sure. You can take.
One second, I will. And your topic, trying is the first step towards failure.
Okay.
Trying is the first step towards failure. Over to you, Toastmaster Bilal.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and yes, thank you very much for that wonderful topic. So, as the topic suggests, trying is the first step towards failure. So, whenever we are about to try something new, or if you want to learn a new skill, say public speaking, the first thing you can do is to give a try. So, whether it's if you are joining a Toastmaster club, whether it's in a table topic session, you have to first give a try and get yourself evaluated, like how you are performing and how you are doing. You get a lot of reports. Let's take Toastmasters as an example. When you are giving a table topic session, you get a R counter report, you get a timing report, you get a grammarian report. So you get an evaluation of yourself, like how you are performing. Based on that, you can try to improve yourself. So you should always prefer to fail first. Like if you are trying, you are getting failed at the earlier stage. So you get to learn from your feedback, and based on the feedback, you can try to improve yourself in next meeting, and then you can come up with you can again participate. So the best thing is you need to keep on trying something. So this can be not just for a public speaking; it can be for any other skills as well. So if you are if you want to learn car driving or something, you need to go and you need to drive in roads and where in traffic, so that you get to learn something. Even if you're doing some mistake, you get to learn that at the earlier part of your at your career or some situations, and you master yourself in that particular skill. So it's always better to try something and fail instead of without trying. If you fear that this particular skill it's not appropriate for me, or I cannot learn this particular skill, you'll end up not trying it. So you need to give a try for everything, and you need to master those skills, or it can be a life skills or some other skills. You need to keep on trying something so that you can learn. So without trying, nothing is possible. You need to give a try. So there are many stories, or life stories of many scholars and authors and leaders where they gave a try and they were very successful in it. Thanks for giving this opportunity. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bilal, for a wonderful answer. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Nare. Topic or for the situation. Teachers be like, don't back up yet. There is still 24 seconds left of class. Teachers be like, please understand the image I posted in chat. Teachers be like, don't back up yet. There is still 24 seconds left of class left.
Thanks for the topic, Toastmaster Nari. So, more than my school days, it makes me to remember my office days, because manager and teachers goes hand in hand. Whenever we try to leave out of office, managers will be like a gatekeeper, like sergeant in arms, who will be standing near the door. So how that you can leave the office on time? You have till 8:30 or 8:40 to work, and you cannot leave by 6:30 or 6:40. That's what the general norm is. That's what I face whenever I join in a company. Managers generally does this thing. During my school days also, many of my teachers were like, importantly, during this physical training classes, PT classes, usually we'll say, we'll try to go out and play some sports and chill us. But particularly maths teacher comes inside and they'll ask for the next hour and the next hour and the consecutive hours. They'll take 3 hours to a stretch and make us very bored, taking us through a different kind of boring mathematics class. Likewise, our managers will also keeps or schedules a meeting at 6:30 and like pesters us with a lot of things about our work, and then he'll be explaining us like what can we do, or he'll be shouting at us by 6:30 or 6:45 only. So that's what I felt when I saw the picture, and thanks for making me to go back to those nostalgic moments, and this topic made me to go there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any guesses we will take? Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Good evening, everyone. This is my very first try. I have never spoken in any of the public speaking before. Please bear with this for one time. I'm very grateful for the talk this year, and this is a very simple topic, I guess, because recently I have been going through this same words. Did you say that topic? It's actually you have to come out of your comfort zone. That is where your life starts. He said it in a different way, like life ends at your comfort zone. So as far as you are in your comfort zone, you cannot try, as the earlier speaker has spoken about that. As far as you are not trying at the online media. If you are not trying for anything, you will not succeed. At least if you are trying something, you have the probability of succeeding, or it will be 50-50%. You can either succeed or else you can lose. But if you are not at all trying that, you will never ever hope for the success at all. At least you have to try. At the same time, if the trying will not be in your comfort zone at all, you have to come out of that. If you have to keep on doing something and you are expecting something to happen, as a miracle to happen in your life, it will never going to happen. If you are going to do something which take you out of your comfort zone and pushes you to the boundaries which you have never been before, then only you can speak something, you can achieve something which you have been looking for in your lifetime. So I would request every one of us here to come out of your comfort zone and try the very best. And I wish to, sorry, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Manoj. Okay. Can anyone interested to take a topic? Akash. Do you like coffee? Yeah. Okay. Why do you have coffee every day? Will you die without it?
Most interesting topic, because in office hours, if we want to get relaxed, we go to coffee break and we have to spend 10 to 15 minutes. That's the most irritating period for the senior people to see us. So I like coffee. I used to drink 3 times in office times. So it will be the most interesting and relaxing time. And we used to discuss everything with our colleagues and what is happening in our office and what are the things going on in the office, like that. The most important thing is coffee. Coffee. Drink coffee. Thank you.
You still have can share more tea. Whether you can talk about tea. Thank you. Toastmaster Renuka ma'am.
Good evening, Toastmaster.
Yes, ma'am. I will call you once the speaker completes. Give me a minute.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I will call you once the speaker is completed. Guest speaker is willing to take. Once completed, I will call you again.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Your name? Shankar. Mistakes are the part of use one phase for your full life. Mistakes are the part of use one phase for your full life.
So good evening, everyone, and I think this is going to be my first speech. And my topic says that mistakes are something which we need to do in order to be a better person in our life. And I'm not afraid of committing any mistake because for me, stepping out of my door sometimes it's a difficult thing. But today I took part in this without the insistence of anyone in my family. So I think though I commit mistakes in this speech, it's okay because I need to go further in my life, and it's a part of our success. Success, failure, mistakes, all these are together, and without one another, we can't move ahead in our path. So it's okay to commit mistakes, and there is no need to feel or regret for committing mistakes because it is one of the essential things, and we can say it is a building block for a person to develop himself or herself and to be a better person of himself or herself. And according to me, self-development is something which is very important. Committing mistakes makes you to promote ahead each day. And by correcting the mistakes, you can further fly over and reach the topmost parts in your life. So don't fear to commit mistakes. Feel free to commit it. And there is no problem in committing mistakes. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Sankari for the wonderful attempt. Toastmaster Venukam, will you take?
Yes, let me try, Toastmaster Naveen, and good evening
Yeah.
to all the Toastmasters and the guests.
And your topic will be, sometimes I will start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way. Sometimes I will start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way.
Okay. So thank you, Toastmaster Naveen. It happens. It has happened many times as a teacher for me. I used to start with a topic, and I used to plan for the day. Usually, I used to go with some preparation. I used to go with some evaluation sheets, and I used to continue with the topic. Whereas it will end up with some other topic, but it will be connected with each other. All the things were related to science, where I start and where I end will be totally different, but they have mutual connections. It all happens in the classrooms usually, whereas even in personal life also, when we start something or when we try to speak something, for example, with my kids, I just start speaking with what happened in classrooms, what they have studied, what the classes they have taken, what the pictures they have drawn today. So we start like that and end up with the dinner menu, what they are in need of for the day. So likewise, we start in a way, and it gets connected with each other, but we end up with some other way. So it happens, but whatever happens, something meaningfully, if it is made, it is good only. So thank you, Toastmaster Naveen. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Venukam, for the wonderful attempt. Yes, please. You can try it. You can try it. Okay. Toastmaster Abhilash is willing to take. And we have will share the topic. Me, when I read my essay, my teacher, when he reads my essay. That's the situation. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhilash.
Thank you. A very warm good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. What is 1 plus 1? Anyone? 11. Now 2. So that is a very tricky thing, right? 1 plus 1, 11 or 2? How many of you feel 2 is right? Good, you passed your math test. How many of you feel 11 is right? Okay, 11. Both of them are engineers, so we will put it there. So that is how, right? Whenever when I go to a teacher, when I go to my teacher having my essay in my hand, right? I feel very proud. Wow, I have written wonderful. Wow, I'm sure I'll get A grade for that. When I go there, believe me, the red ink will be larger than the blue ink in which I have written. That is going to be the level in which my essays will be. She'll take a look at this. What are you trying to achieve here, Sheila? All my happiness, confidence. I am trying to tell you this, tell you that. Very bad. Do it next time. But in this, what I want to take as a learning from this, let me tell you. Always ensure that your confidence does not go down. Because the very same teacher, after 10 times, the 11th time when I did give my essay to her, she smiled at me and said, that was a wonderful essay, great, A. So, what I want to tell you all is this. The teacher might look at you, she might tell many improvements, recommendations, but at the end of the day, remember, she's telling it only for your improvement, and definitely there will come a day when you will succeed and your teacher will smile and give you a clap in front of the entire class. Table topic master, you're smiling there, please.
Thank you, Mr. Abhilash, for the wonderful letter. Is any of the guests is willing to take as per the online, if only role players are there. Any of you willing to take? Okay. I will read out the table topic speaker's name. The ballot sheet will be circulated at the later part of the meeting. You can vote best table topic speaker. Toastmaster Nanda, Toastmaster Bilal, Toastmaster Naren, guest Manoj, Toastmaster Akash, guest Sankari, Toastmaster Renuka, Toastmaster Abhilash. With this, we came to the end of table topic session. I will hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Lokesh. Over to you.
Thank you, table topic master. So before moving on to the next session, I have a fun, interesting quiz for all of you people. And I would request everyone to pay attention and answer the quiz questions which I pose. I wanted to test how much people know about aircrafts and the aviation industry in India and in the world. So to go with that, let me start with my first question. Who is called the father of Indian civil aviation? A. APJ Abdul Kalam, B. Captain Gopinath, C. JRT Tata. Anyone? I would request
JRT Tata. JRT Tata.
Yes. So JRT Tata was the first person who pioneered to bring aircraft to India. Initially, the Wright brothers invented it in USA, and it was mostly used by the United States government. But JRT Tata was the first one who brought aircraft here, and the first drone which was flew and was in Mumbai. So he was the first one, and we call him the father of Indian civil aviation. My second question is, how many airports are there in Tamil Nadu?
Options.
Five? No. Because if I give options, it will be more giving you the answer.
7.
8.
Yeah.
8.
No,
8.
no. Who said 6? 6 is the right answer. We have 3 international airport, 3 domestic airport. Chennai, Madurai, and Trichy has international airport, and Salem, Vellore, and Thoothukudi have domestic airport. So totally 6, excluding Puducherry. Sorry.
4 international, no? Chennai, Coimbatore,
No, 3 and 3, and Puducherry airport is excluded as it's a union territory. So we have 3 and 3 here. So let me move on to the third question. Female astronaut has traveled maximum time to the space. Anyone? Do you want options? Sorry?
Options.
Okay. A. Kalpana Chawla. B. Sunita Williams.
Sunita.
Kalpana Chawla.
Sunita.
Sunita Williams. She has been the most person who has female astronaut who has traveled to the space. Now I have a true or false question. Food served in aeroplanes is considered to be notoriously bad. True or false?
True.
False.
Yes. No, the answer is true. Recent research in Cornell University has proved that when food is made in the ground and when it is served in the aircraft, there is a significant change in the taste because there is a change in pressure and moisture, and this contributes to the change in the taste of the food which we experience. And generally, food in aircraft is considered to be not very good. Now, let me move on to the next question. Which airport in India is considered to be the most busiest and the largest airport?
Kolkata.
Chennai. Chennai.
New Delhi.
No. Yeah, the answer is Indira Gandhi International Airport at Delhi. Delhi Airport is considered to be the most busiest as it has most flights and it's also quite large. So, and what is the lifespan of an average aircraft? I will give options. A, 5 years. B, 10 years. C, 20 years. D, 30 years.
30 years.
20 years?
No. The right answer is C, 20 years. Someone had said. Yeah, it's 20 years. So with this, I would like to conclude my quiz question, and I hope you were able to get more information about aircrafts. And I would like to now hand over the stage to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. It was wonderful quiz part. You were engaging us. Good evening, Toastmaster guests. Now I'm here back as a general evaluator. As I mentioned in the beginning of the meeting, we have two set of teams, the tag team and the evaluator team. So we introduced evaluator team, tag team before. And now it's time to increase the evaluator. Because the evaluators, each prepared speaker as a same evaluator, and the evaluator will evaluate the prepared speech which has happened before, few minutes before. And before that, before calling upon the evaluators, we have a fault sheet here. I just want to explain that the reason is we need to want you to vote for the best speakers. So there are only two speakers today. One is Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati, another one is Toastmaster Palisamy. Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati gave a speech to online, and Toastmaster Palisamy was here. So please vote for the best speaker. The reason is we don't want to be biased based on the evaluations, just for the purpose. So other things you can fill in later, the best evaluated back there, but we will explain myself or the team only will explain availability. Okay, now it's time to invite our evaluators. So to begin with, to evaluate the Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati's speech, we have to invite our Toastmaster. He's the evaluated Toastmaster Srikanth Krishnan. And before inviting him, just a brief introduction about Srikanth Krishnan. And most of us know, all Toastmasters know, they're very guest over here. So Toastmaster Srikanth Krishnan is one of the very active Toastmasters. He is the one who helps us in most of the crisis situation in the Toastmasters meeting as well. And he is currently working in a central government organization for more than 30 plus years. And he's more a spiritual person. just brief I can talk about it. So I invite Toastmaster Srikanth Krishnan to evaluate our Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati's speech. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. Let it go to let it come. Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati, that was a very interesting opening for your speech. Even more interesting was the way that you set the stage of let go things by quoting an example from a Disney movie. So once you said that, I was really expecting that you would be speaking on the idea of let go things. But there was a paradigm shift when you switched over that my way of life is to accept things as it comes, let it come. And this let it come attitude has proved to be a game changer in your life. And from what I heard from you, this has made you a successful person in your family life, your career, as well as a student. So this seems to be the mantra that has worked for you, and you had a very beautiful way of manipulating your voice through the entire speech. Right from your school days, how you struggled to be good in your academics, then in college, finding a job, going for typewriting and honing your skill to be worthy of getting an employment. And then comes your love life where you met the lady of your life. And that also was interesting when she was from a different caste. Everywhere you had the project objective reinforced, and everywhere you used that to enhance the quality of your speech. So that was a very thoughtful way of scripting your speech and putting across to us so that we can understand that the objectives have been met. Kudos to you. I really appreciate you for all the effort that you have taken to bring the speech to a very lively hearing for all of us. I'm sure all of you would accept what I have said. Having said that, I don't think there is much that you need to do on enhancing because the objectives have been met. What I would suggest is, if you could play a little more with your emotions, if you could pause in between, I mean, bring more variety rather than bringing in more information. So let's say that how you found the right employment. Let's deal about that a little more in specific. Let us deal about how you became successful in your career as a banker. So if you could have one or two of these and more information added with a little bit of humor, I think there would be one particular aspect that all of us would remember when we get back home. So in a nutshell, you have proved that you can bring the entire objective in your speech. That was a very good attempt. And also try to bring in just a few of the aspects of your life so that we can remember who Nagendra Bharati is in his academics or in his career as a banker. Having said this, I wish you all the very best, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati. Hoping to hear you soon. Back to the General Evaluator. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Srikanth Krishnan, for a wonderful evaluation. So we need a legend to evaluate a legend as well. Thank you so much. And now it's time to evaluate the next prepared speaker, Toastmaster Pallisamy. To evaluate Toastmaster Pallisamy, let me invite our Toastmaster Abhilash. For Toastmaster, just I want to give it, try to give it in 2-3 lines. Toastmaster Abhilash is one of the senior Toastmaster, active Toastmaster in Chennai Toastmasters Club. He's a current area director of area C1. I was a past president, and he's taken a multiple roles like membership, education president, and now is part of the area director. Still trying to help first club is a VP elect as well for the same club. So I invite Toastmaster Abhilash to evaluate Toastmaster Pallisamy.
Thank you so much. A very warm good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Toastmaster Pallisamy. Attention. What I'm going to tell to you, you have to listen very carefully. Let me now start off with my evaluations. I have 2 commendations for you and 5 recommendations. The first thing that I really loved about your speech was your powerful voice. You have a really beautiful voice, which makes it a pleasure to listen to you. Let me tell you two instances where I really loved your speech. The first one was, of course, when you opened it, when you said, attention, please listen to me very carefully. I think it was a very different start and it had a scoop as to what is he going to tell. So your voice stood out there. The second thing where I really loved your voice was when you started your personal impact of your communication style with your colleagues and others. I really loved the way you used your voice. The second thing that I want to commend you on is on your project objectives. The project objectives were twofold. One, to describe the various communication styles, to identify yours, and then finally talk about that impact, which you beautifully did it face through your speech. So kudos on achieving your project objectives. But a good speech always can be made better. So let me move on to my recommendations. The first one that I wanted to tell you was facial gestures. Why I'm telling this right now, let me tell you. When you started your speech, your face was very serious. Like the way you started, attention, those were all very attention-grabbing lines, but you were very, very stoic here. You were very serious here. You would have been more humorous. Only when you went to your personal impact did your face show you a small hint of a smile. So I want you to be more expressive. You can do it. So that is why I'm telling this as the first recommendation. The second recommendation that I have for you is to improve on your vocal variety. Communication, you have 4 styles: direct, analytical, supportive, and one other style. So when you tell about these styles, right, especially when you tell about your analytical style, you can say, data today, if you say 1 person every 3 minutes dies in this world, it is a very big data. So when you tell analytically, you can create that impact when you pitch your voice correctly. The third very important thing, stage movement. You were standing only here. You were not moving around. Even the stage camera, we can move around. So please, especially when you're talking about that incident between you and your office colleague, I would love to move you. See, your office colleague can be here, that will be more clear. The fourth and most important for me today is eye contact. 10 of us are sitting there. 5 of us probably in camera, which you can't even see them. So please look at us when you're speaking, please don't look at the camera. That comes inherently for you. Please look at us and speak. So these are the things that I wanted to say to you. And finally, speech clarity. Examples are always good, but today there was some confusion in your speech. When you tell the example, you told the examples for various communication styles. Sometimes I couldn't differentiate properly whether you're doing a speech or example. So please work on that. To sum up, great speech, please work on the recommendations part.
So I really appreciate for giving more of recommendations part. That's what is applies to all of us. Thank you so much for critical feedback. And now it's time to invite our tag players to provide the report. So let me first invite our timer, Toastmaster Anil, to provide us timer report. Toastmaster Anil.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am here to give the tag report. So first in the prepared speak section, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati took time of 6 minutes and 28 seconds. And then Toastmaster Palanichami took time of 6 minutes and 55 seconds. In the table topic section, Toastmaster Nanda took a time of 2 minutes 4 seconds. Toastmaster Bilal Sharif took 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Toastmaster Naren took 1 minute 51 seconds. Guest Manoj took 1 minute 43 seconds. Toastmaster Akash took 42 seconds. Guest Shankari took 1 minute and 25 seconds. Toastmaster Renuka Parameshwari took 1 minute 41 seconds. And Toastmaster Abhilash took 1 minute 59 seconds. Finally, the evaluation segment, Toastmaster Srikanth Kuttikrishnan took 3 minutes and 11 seconds. And Toastmaster Abhilash took 3 minutes 30 seconds. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anirudh, for a wonderful report. And now it's time to invite our accountant, Toastmaster Satish. Please provide your account.
Once again, good evening to all. DM Palaniswamy, he used but 1 time, and Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, so he used 6 times and R 2 times. and then TM Karthik so used one time, and TM Naveen used two times, and so one time, and one time. During table topic session, Toastmaster Bilal so used 5 times, and one time, and TM Naveen during the Nareen during the table topic session, but one time, so one time, and 4 times, 2 times, and guest Manoj so 2 times, TM Akash so 1 time, TM Sankari guest Sankari so 2 times, and Toastmaster Renuka Parameswari and 1 time, so 3 times, and 4 times. Thank you for sharing all these.
On the last part of the practice, let me invite the grammarian Toastmaster Karthik to present the grammarian.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakshmi. So I couldn't able to share the screen, so I will read out the grammarian. So as a grammarian today, no one used the word of the day. So since I have not told, but I have just mentioned in the chat box, which some people who are sitting in the physical venue could not able to see the word of the day. But apart from this, today's meeting was very good, and I have only very few observations that maybe some I would like to share some good words from Toastmaster Nagendra Bharti when he used "Let it come and let it go." The rhythm for his topic and the way he just expressed, that was very good. And one recommendation I would like to tell to Toastmaster Palanisamy is he used like this many times, so that could be avoided in future, that could help to improve and enlighten his words. So that's all from my side, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik. I think we're done with that report, and it's time for me to give the report, general report of this meeting. So to begin with, though the meeting started 10 minutes late, it was a good start. The first thing I really want to appreciate is for the exam setting of these banners as well. We got all this setups, the iPad setups and the setups ready before starting the meeting, and we've been waiting for some of people to join. So that's the reason for delay, but still it could have been started on time. Coming to the prepared speeches, and before that, Toastmaster of the day, I want to thank you for coming on the wonderful theme already for takeoff and sticking on to the theme. Throughout this meeting, he was sticking on to the theme, and everywhere was engaging audience with the theme. So we got to learn more out of it. So be the first client or any quiz session, like it was integral part of the Toastmaster session. We didn't have a separate quiz program, but it's integral part of this Toastmastering. And thanks Toastmaster Lokesh for taking it. And coming to the prepared speakers, we had two wonderful speeches. Toastmaster Nagendra Bharti, as always, very nice, because I like the way he mentioned about let it come, the preparedness and the persistence, and then take it easy policy. Now, all these things are really useful. Though he gave an example from his personal side, I think everyone can relate to their own personal side. And then Toastmaster Palanisamy to mention about the various communication style. And equally important was the evaluation part as well. So both these prepared speakers had a very good evaluation. They want to appreciate each evaluators, Toastmaster Krishnan and Toastmaster Abhinash for the wonderful evaluation. And to mention about the table topic session, was indeed a good session. Unlike the visual session, we had a kind of images being displayed and making questions based on the images and asking people to talk on the topic is very interesting. I want to appreciate Naveen for that. But coming to suggestions part, let me begin with maybe I'll go with this table topic session itself, where though the topic was based on certain memes and images, whatever it is, it will be more appropriate if we had a full screen view on the. I know there's a technical issue with sharing from mobile phone, but still, it was not that easy for us from a physical venue to read that. So it will be better if we have a better way of projecting those images, so that it will be more interesting for other members also. And another suggestion it could be that people feel it difficult to take a topic. Probably you could have given the topic first, maybe for just for the guest, you can say you can announce the topic, then as a moderator, so that people can prepare themselves to come and go, so that they can break this nervousness of coming and speaking. Because I see usually people just get nervous when they come here and then get the topic. So probably you can sit and think about the topics. That's one suggestion I could give. And talking about from the acting part, I would suggest that whenever you mention about for the counters, so whenever you mention about number of hours and so on, used by people, it's our practice to say more than 3, we say 3 plus hours and 3 plus hours. So we don't see the exact count. The idea is to let them know we are overusing the hours and hours, but it's not specifically point that you are doing so many things. So it's because people ask to calculate themselves. So that is the practice we follow. And for the grammarian, it would have been better if you introduce the word of the day at the beginning of the meeting, so that everyone with an example usage and the example would have helped us to really relate to the word of the day, and we'll try to use it in the speeches. So with that, I end up my general evaluation. And before I hand over the control back to Toastmaster Day, let me read this balance sheet again So we have, I know we mentioned about the best speakers. You can choose the best speaker is the two person, Toastmaster Palisami and best evaluator is Krishnan and Toastmaster Abhilash. And tag players a timer about either mention the name or just mention the timer or counter. Please ignore the QAG. QAG is code master, team master, and the job master. So we didn't have that session today. So you can ignore it. And the best role player is between Toastmaster of the day, the general evaluator, and table topic master. So you can choose between these two. Whoever seem to be best for you. And the best TD speaker, I think that the timer already better than me. So you can choose the best table topic speaker as well. And any suggestions you can give it through this sheet, or you can also come out and speak here at before the wind of this meeting, and you can also give the rating of the meeting. So what is your choice of rating? What you fancy? So please vote it, and you can hand over the sheet to the your solid thumbs and Navi. And now it's time to hand over the control back to the Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Lokesh, speak this.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana. So our travel now has become very affordable also, and it has become more popular. And when I first went to an airport, first experience of being in an airport was something very, very, again, I would say, very luxurious. I've never seen a magnificent place like an airport. And I remember when I was a kid, my uncle used to come from the United States, and the quality and the people who I have seen in the airport always used to fascinate me. And from a young age, it has been something which has fascinated me and excited me throughout my life. And this airport and aeroplane has been most of the privilege of the United States people. And slowly now, we Indians are also traveling in aeroplane. And in the next few years, aeroplane travel will become more popular compared to now. And also, this will also be affordable to people. And there is a huge traffic in airport and through the aeroplane travel. So with this, I hope that in future, we will all be traveling in this wonderful mode of transport. And this is also the getting a license for piloting has become more difficult. So the safety is also increasing day by day, and the air travel experience, I hope, will become more popular, and we all will be going through it in a more enjoyable manner. With this, I would like to hand over the stage to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakesh, Toastmaster Abhay, for conducting this meeting wonderfully. I'm back again here as a presiding officer. I want to thank each and every one of you. We started the meeting, it was like we had only few people. So thanks for all the guests for coming in. And also for coming physically, because we really appreciate people coming for physical as well. And also the people who joined through online as well. So now let me get the feedbacks from the guests. So if there is any guest online, no, we don't have any guests. So maybe can start from. Please come forward, introduce yourself and give yourself. It's not a table topic. You just give yourself. This is a forum where you can come and speak in front of the audience.
I am myself Shami. This is my first time attending this Toastmasters class. I just accompanied my friend because she is interested in this club, and I learned many things from this club, and I decided to join this class also. So this is my experience today, and I'm quite a nervous type for this public speaking.
Thank you so much. Everyone is nervous here. All are here to improve our nervousness. So day one, almost I don't know about others. I was more nervous than that. So I couldn't even come and stand. So I used to go back and try to escape. So this is a forum where you learn and come and stand. So speaking single word itself is appreciated. So just want to know, are you a student? Students. So Shakti, you want to get come forward and give your sessions, please.
Actually, it was a wonderful session, and everything went well according to what I thought, and the picture that I had in my mind, everything was right up there. So I feel very happy to be a part of it, and I'm joining it. When I asked her, she willingly came with me. Thanks for that. And it's really a wonderful session, and I think I will be joining in this long journey. Thank you so much.
Can you come forward? Please. Nothing wrong. Just introduce yourself.
You can stand. Stand and talk.
Just stand talk. No. Yeah, please. Introduce yourself. What's your name? Mohammed. So are you walking?
Yes.
Okay. So how did you came to know about this?
Just came to know because previously my friend first of all, I don't know about this. What is this going?
Club.
Yeah. Only it's on to improve our languages.
Yeah. So basically, it's only for public speaking. So you gradually lose this nervousness. You will have confidence of public speaking, rather than going and just in the real place where you can come and shut up your nervousness over here. We are here to encourage you and appreciate you. So this is a place where you can try out your singing skills as well. You're most welcome. You can again attend as a guest and then be set up as well. You want to narrate Manoj. So can you talk forward and introduce yourself and give your sessions to talk about this?
I'm Manoj as a manager in the State Bank of India. It's the first time I'm speaking in front of this many people. Even my branch also, I have never given a speech in front of colleagues also. So thanks for giving such an opportunity. Today morning only I just go through this. I just googled it and I checked and that, and somebody couldn't recognize the name. I called him and asked him the he has navigated me to here, and thanks for calling. I just he's not here now.
Yes.
Thanks for that, and thanks for the team to cooperate so much and give me an opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you can speak from there also. You can talk. Please, can you introduce yourself? So, how did you come to know about your accompanying your friend? Brother. Yes. Do you think it's useful for you? Do you think it's useful for you? I just want to finally call upon our masters. You're married, right? Yeah, this was you can come forward. You got a picture? Yes, right? Yeah. You are.
I'm so glad to be a part of today's meeting, and as usual, it's fantastic. I've already been part of CTM. It's like 1.5 years I've been with CTM. After that, I switched to PSM. So I just want to make a change and make new friends. So that's the ultimate reason. Other than that, CTM is always doing good, and its graph is always going high. Earlier, it was in that form. And now we've got shifted to this form. It's been a long time.
There's a lot of common locations based on availability.
I got to not from Nagendra Bharati.
Okay.
Toastmaster Nagendra. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. See, for information, the guests we charge guests we have 200 rupees for physical student rupees for non-students or students is 100 rupees. It's a guest fee. You can contact the membership Toastmaster Palisamy. Palisamy, can you raise your hand? He's Toastmaster Palisamy. You can contact him for a membership request. If you want, you can just come as a guest one more time, fill this meeting, and then you can carry it out. Contact our PM, help you understand more about this club. So one meeting is all the meetings going to be the same pattern. There will be a little bit tweaking in other meetings, but this is the format we have in all these meetings, so it should help us to do communications. And now it's time to announce the results for this mission. So let me begin with the tag role. Today's the tag role being the timer, accountant, memory. The best tag player is our accountant Toastmasters.
It's the first time I'm getting the award since I joined in this club in June. So thank you for all members who give me.
It's our person voting. And the best table topic speaker goes to 2% here because there was a tie, it seems. So first one, let me invite our guest Shankari. And the other one person is best table topic speaker is our Toastmaster Avinash. And you need to read the the best evaluator of two evaluators are Toastmaster Avinash. And the best speaker today is our. Before that, let me announce it to this role player. As I mentioned, the best role player will be the Toastmaster of the day, general level and table topic master. And today, the best role player is our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Raghav.
Thank you.
If you're online, you can share the questions and videos through WhatsApp.
Thanks.
And the last one, the best speaker, and today is, any guesses? Okay, because our Toastmaster Pallisami is the best speaker. So with that, we are coming to the end of this meeting. We will be having a business meeting followed with this only for Toastmasters. So I formally adjourn the meeting at the same time next week. See you next time. And shall we have a photo? Yeah. I request a member online to turn on your cameras and then we can have.